say that, but I've started the last couple with That's
one
the
of my
Way
favorite
the Cookie
movies.
Crumbles. It's a great movie.
It's fantastic.
Jim Carrey's the man.
You know, I don't understand why people don't like Jim Carrey.
I think it's because he just doesn't care.
You know what? You know, and I will tell you this. Rose doesn't like Will Ferrell. And I think it's the same reason why she might not like Jim Carrey. It's because in most of the things that they play themselves. They're not
Yes
playing a
and no,
particular
but,
character. Like they don't change it up. They use a lot of their gimmicks.
Okay. Well, how about that's? Hey guys, thanks for listening to Overcooked. I am one of your co-hosts. I am the Muffin Man, and I'm joined by my co-host,
Cody. That's the magician. That's
the magician, the magic man. He knows where to make the magic happen.
Yes.
But I get that. Will Ferrell plays himself in everything he does. Even when he did Elf,
Yeah.
he was a character, but it was a younger him. But Jim Carrey at least has stepped out of himself several times, like Kick-Ass 2, The Grinch.
Absolutely. One of my favorite flicks by Jim Carrey, and not a lot of people have seen it, is The Number 23. It's that horror flick he
movie.
did. It's fan-fucking-tastic.
Where he basically, what is it? He finds a book
Mm-hmm.
that is the story he wrote about stuff he used to do.
Mm-hmm. But he didn't know because it was like under a pseudonym
Yeah.
or something. So it was like
Pseudonym, and he also had an accident where he had a memory.
Was it like an anagram of his name or some shit?
I think so.
Something like that. Or it had something to do with the number 23. I don't know. We probably just spoiled it.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. They're like, oh, wow. He finds a book he wrote, huh?
Well, I mean, there's more to it.
Yeah, there is. It's worth watching, even
It really is.
even if you know that detail about it. But anyways, we were talking about movies, but we started off this kind of weird. But we actually want to talk today about social etiquette, how you compose yourself in social situations.
Oh my God, this is gonna be boring.
Nah, I mean, I hope not.
It's gonna be boring.
All right, so the first thing, elevators.
Elevators?
Do you like elevators?
I do.
I
do.
love
I
riding
specifically love it when I get down there with a friend. I'm going to start off with bad etiquette because I do this whenever I don't want people in there with me and the people I'm with. We get on there and we stand to the front and he just looks at me and he goes, yeah, man, I'll defend you in the trial, but why the fuck did you kill the guy? And I just respond simply with, he kept staring at the back of my head.
Oh, shit.
And just wait for the tension to build and you hear, ding, first floor. Sir, I've got to get off here. Why? Where are you going, buddy? Have a good day. And just wait.
Even in public, you're so aggressive.
I have to be. We live in a dog-eat-dog world.
Yeah. It's like you're either the front dog in the pack or else you're always looking at someone else's asshole.
Oh, or testicles, and I can't handle that shit.
Yeah. No, I mean, I haven't had a lot of weird situations where I've been in an elevator. I've been in an elevator, being in an elevator with an attractive woman. That is hard.
No.
You don't think so?
Oh, God, no.
Really?
No, because I feel the room. I say one thing using a very melatonin voice just to feel it. I'm like, something as simple as, I like your top. She's going to respond several ways. Way one is, oh, I'm flattered. Or awkward and like, oh my God, really? You're going to come on to me? If I get the first response, it's usually I continue the conversation with, hi, I'm the Muffin Man. How are you doing today? Just simple conversation. But if they respond with a whole awkward backward, why is this guy hitting on me? It's as simple as, sweetie, those shoes go with that purse. Instant comfort level for them shoots to like 9,000. And she's like, oh my God, he's gay.
Yeah.
And then she buys me over for coffee and I fuck her daughter.
Oh, yeah. Not anymore though. Not anymore. I don't want to put the fear into the current one, you know.
She's never going to hear this.
She won't.
No. She's one of those people that's like, oh, yeah, I listened to it. Really? What was your favorite part? You know, the intro and the ending. You know, when it ended?
Yeah. Oh, man, that's way too truthful.
It really is.
Wow.
Like,
holy shit. You ever farted in an elevator?
I'm sorry. Does the Pope shit in the woods?
Wow,
like,
apparently, yes. You ever been caught farting in an elevator?
Yeah. I don't make it nonchalant.
Oh, so you're like, you own it. You're like,
oh, dude. I stand at the front of the elevator door. I
bet
want
you
them
fucking
to
like,
race through it.
I bet you fucking stand in an elevator and you're like just ripping one. And then you're like, oh, yeah. I bet you do that.
I do.
I've
done it a couple times. Like, I went to New York for a trip a while back. And
okay.
I was in the elevator to the Empire State Building.
Okay.
Because that's a long-ass elevator ride to the top. It's a good minute and a half. Even though it moves fast, it's still a minute and a half where you're sitting there with people. And I was like, what was that? A barking spider.
A barking spider.
Dude, watch out, he's gonna jump.
Oh my gosh.
So why do you hate it, or like do you just not know how to handle yourself, or what?
You know, I think nowadays I haven't been in an elevator in a long time. Like where we live.
We don't have many elevators. It's 2 stories.
Where we live, it's like everything is 1 story or 2 stories. That's we got the radio tower and we've got like some of the hotels nearby, but
yeah,
who the fuck goes to those?
Like it's also like here in this area, you've got either you either take the stairs or you're a diabetic. Like it's really yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cough in the mic.
Yeah, sure you did. You just shot a load of vape everywhere.
You
vape, bro?
I do vape, bro.
The hardest part about vaping is telling your dad you're gay.
Oh man, yeah, I do. I'm sorry. I anybody that like, thinks the stigma about the vaping shit, it's just fucking vapor, dude. There's no reason to be all angry.
It's okay to vape, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. It's alright to vape, right? You know what I'm saying?
Not all vapors talk like that either.
Yeah, we do.
Or maybe we do.
All right. So, anyways, what is it, like years ago? You had a problem with like getting in elevators and being awkward. Like, hi, I'm Cody.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Every second of what you just said, I would get in there and I would just be like, "Hi, I'm cut." Oh, that was my pants. That was my fucking pants. I just shit myself.
Do you want to shake my hand or the awkward chub I have in my pants?
Let me tell you a story. I'll tell you a story about an awkward situation that I was in, and I am a. Let me preface this by telling you that I am not good at sports. I suck.
No.
No, I know. Hard. Go figure. But yeah. So when my dad wanted me to get into sports a lot, he's like, "Oh, you gotta play football. You gotta be like the big boys and play the football and catch the balls."
Holy shit! I feel like I'm there.
You gotta catch them balls, boy. And
I think it explains so much.
It really does, man.
Your dad's telling you to get them balls, put them in your hand, and just motorboat them.
It was really like a great foundation for a childhood, right? But no, so like I got into when I lived in New York at the time, and I was on like little league.
New York.
And yeah, New York. How about that? So I'm in this little league game, and my parents don't come to these things, right?
That's awesome.
It's like one of those things where they drop you off. They're like, "All right, call me when you're done."
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. So they put me in right outfield. So if anybody knows anything about baseball, you'll know that right field is probably the least statistically possible place for a ball to go. So everybody either hits it like straight ahead or to the left. Basically, because most people are right-handed.
Well, because everything you own's in a box to the left.
Yeah. Nice reference.
Thank you.
So yeah, so because most people are right-handed, balls usually go center, or they hit early, so it usually goes to.
I hate it when my balls hit early.
I know, it's the worst part. So I'm sitting in right field, right, and
okay.
I'm like 7 at this point, so I don't know what the fuck about. I don't know shit about anything, dude. I'm just a kid, and I'm sitting out there, and I'm standing, and this is a really long inning, and I'm like, I've got to pee.
Oh, God.
I'm like, I've really got to pee right now.
I hope you're not going the way I think you're going.
I think I am. So
I think you am.
Kids keep hitting balls, and they keep going out there and shit. Mind you, none of them are coming to me because I'm in right field, like I told you before. And then at some point, we're still out there on that inning, and I cannot hold it. It is, like, unbearable. And then, like, at that age, you haven't learned how to properly hold it. So these things are still working. They're developing. I don't even have a fully formed penis yet.
What things are you referencing, Cody?
You know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm talking about the dingle dangle.
Well, I just want you to know that you're like circling your crotch, like
I'm pointing at
you doing that.
I'm pointing at my crotchal region with a pen right now.
Your crotchal. He's pointing at the dick.
But so I really have to fucking pee, and this inning's not ending. And this is like racing through my head right now. I'm like, what do I do? What do I fucking do? And like the thought occurs to me that I'm like, if I pee really slowly, maybe it'll just trickle down my leg and nobody will notice.
No.
So I did. I know this is where we was going.
No, I was actually hoping that you would just like turn around and be like, "Hey guys," and just whip it out and just start watering the grass.
No.
No, instead you decided you're just going to take a social experiment.
And dude, I am glad there were no smartphones, man, because that would have been a fucking YouTube the next.
Did they catch on that you pissed yourself?
Well, yes. I don't know if everybody noticed, but the fact I got back to the the batter's box afterwards, the dugout, yeah. What the fuck? I don't fucking know shit about this. And and then they're like, "Hey, if you want, you can go to a urinal and you can change." I'm like, "Okay."
Change into what?
Like, I appreciate that they were respectful about it. They already knew.
Yeah, but the minute we walked
obviously,
away,
that this
they were
was
like, "Oh my god, did you see that shit that kid did? He was out there dry as a rock, but he was getting a little toasty."
Yep, I did get a little toasty out there because I was freaking the fuck out. But yeah, and I liked the fact that they probably already knew that this was going to be a moment in my life that I was going to like stay up at night about, like, before I go to bed. It's just fucking like PTSD. So they were real cool about it. They were like, "Here's some pants, you can go." But man, that shit, like,
stuck with you.
Yeah, it's one of those things, man. It's one of those things. And that probably spelled the end of sports for me. I played sports after that, but that was like that was one of the worst. There was another moment that I did. This was the year that I moved here.
Okay.
And I was playing baseball again.
I love this. Like,
yeah. You're enjoying this? I have good stories sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
That's
sometimes. Not all the time.
That's so awesome.
Sometimes. Like that first time story. That was horrible. But no, so I'm playing
Hopefully
baseball.
post that before we post this. If not, if you haven't heard his first time story,
yeah, if you haven't heard that episode, go back. It's a real riveting story.
It's a nail biter.
It is. But yeah, so so I'm playing, like, I want to say it's like little league, but
He's
for like
playing the field.
I'm in 8th grade at this point, okay? Or like
that's little league.
Yeah, this is like the summer before I went into the 8th grade year. So I'm out in right field again.
Out in right field again. You think that your coaches fucking hate you?
They could. I was the kid that, like, okay, here's an idea of what kind of sports player I was. When the only time I ever got the game ball was when I actually hit the fucking ball. If that gives you any idea of how fucking bad I was at sports. I was a chubby kid. I was real slow.
You're the reason that we have participation awards.
I'd like to not think that.
I think you're the reason. It's kids like you
who
gave kids like me an issue whenever we actually would play fucking sports. We'd make the tackle, we'd make the touchdown, or we'd hit the fucking home run. And instead of getting a special award, it was, well, since Brad didn't really hit the ball this game, we're just gonna give everybody trophies that say good job.
But see, we didn't do that. Like, if somebody did a good thing during the game, that person got the game ball, or whatever ball we played. So one time I fucking hit the ball, and it was a hard ball to shortstop, and they gave me the game ball for that. I never fucking hit. I was like, when I was a kid, I was scared of the fucking ball. Because, like, fucking little tiny fucking ball, like 2 inches in diameter, coming at you real fucking fast. That shit hurts, man.
I know.
Like, I don't want to fucking be in front of that.
I could just see your coaches just being like, "Oh God, here he goes. Cody's at bat. Here's the pitch. Holy shit, he fucking hit it.
Yep.
God damn it, you gotta give him the ball."
I'm pretty sure somebody in the commentary said that one time. Yep.
I would have loved. I think we should go. As a sidebar, we need to go to some of these games, take our shit, and just sit and comment on it. And here's the pitch. Way out in left field. But too bad. Timmy's in a walker. He's not making it to first place.
He's got spunk, though. He's going for it.
He's trying. He dropped the walker, and he's gone. He's down. He's down. Man down. Man down, guys. That's fucking terrible.
Somebody get him some apple juice now.
I feel some of the reviews we're going to get from this podcast is going to be, get rid of the Muffin Man.
Nah.
Just get rid of him. He's a fucking cock.
You're integral. You're integral to this.
Are you sure about that?
I agree.
You can replace me with a hot chick, and they'd never know.
You're right. Anyways, no.
Elevators. So awkwardness in elevators is.
No, I didn't even fucking tell you the other fucking baseball story.
You want to tell me another baseball story?
I was getting to it, but then I told you about the game ball.
So you want to tell me more about you being a fuck up as a kid playing sports?
Yeah, dude. It's
and I'm in on it. Let's do it.
Yeah, so I'm playing right field again, and there's a pop fly to right field, and I'm like, oh shit, this is my moment. I fucking got this. Mind you, I'm really bad at catching the ball as well. So the ball comes to me, and I'm trying to gauge where it is. So I'm trying to move forward, move back, try to get it right underneath it. and the fucking ball comes down. I got my glove up, and the ball comes down like 3 feet in front of me. Okay, but so it's still got forward propulsion, so it's still coming towards me, right? And now I'm like, oh shit, okay, the ball's coming towards me. So I'm trying to think about my fundamentals, right? I'm like, okay, straddle grip. Straddle stance. Get your legs spread out and squat and put.
I love how you're actually like doing this in your chair, trying to show.
It's the only way I can get into character, man. So
okay,
hear me out. So I'm getting down, and I'm like, okay, I gotta put the glove right on the ground, and that ball should roll right into my fucking palm, and this will be great. And I'll throw it back, and it'll be great.
And what happened next, Cody?
Well, I'll tell you what happened next. So then the ball passes my glove.
Okay.
The ball passes my glove. The glove hits the ground about the point that the ball went through my leg.
Should have hit the glove. Like at the point it should have hit the glove, you were like a split second too late.
I was late. I was just a little late. So then I'm by the mental process that I'm telling you about, that I'm fucking like going in my mind, right? So I'm excited. So I'm like, I hit the ground hits the ground. The glove hits the ground, rather. I'm sorry, I can't talk.
He can't words today.
I can't words today. And then I threw myself towards the ground a little too hard when I put the glove down. Okay, so I'm in a squatting position, and I just threw my whole left arm down to try to catch this ball, and all of a sudden I'm leaning forwards. And my legs are already in a squatting position, so it's like, there's no way I can step forward and save this. So do you remember back in like way when we were young and they would make you do gymnastics and like yoga in gym class?
No, I went to
This must have been a New York thing.
I went to a straight school when we had things called dodgeball.
I got you. Yeah, we didn't fucking have dodgeball in New York. So what happened basically was my hands were on the ground where my glove was, and my whole body tips over, and I'm basically in like a upside down handstand on my fucking head and my hands. So basically I tipped the fuck over and bonked my fucking top of my head right into the fucking ground.
I love how you just said you bonk.
Yeah, bonked it. You bonked it. I didn't smash it, I bonked it.
You hit.
I hit it.
Hit your head.
I hit my head.
Fucking toddlers.
And I just fucking topple right over. And then I'm like, I get back up real fast, and the ball's like 20 feet behind me at this point. And then I throw it back, and I'm just like, God, I hope nobody saw that shit. But everybody fucking saw it. Although, I gotta admit, man, I've had some pretty respectful people. Nobody ever brought it up after I fucking did stupid shit.
I don't think it's because they respected you. I think it's because they're like...
They felt bad.
We can't pick on the kid with special needs on the team.
Yeah.
It's just, it's not fair. I mean, he's the token special needs kid.
He's the token bad at sports guy.
All right, so I've got
I'm the kid that didn't get picked until last on fucking teams.
I got a sports story.
I got you.
I'm the douchebag that played ultimate frisbee.
Okay.
So we're playing really heavy, really hard, and I'm on the other side of the field. The dude throws the frisbee.
Okay.
And it was one of those you had to jump to get it. Okay. It wasn't too high, but it was, I was white, so it was at least.
You thought you could get it.
I got it at least 3 feet off the ground.
No fucking way.
Like I can.
That's a pretty good jump.
3 feet's not that tall.
I can't fucking jump 3 feet in the air.
Well, I used to be in shape too, besides the round shape I'm in.
Oh,
so I jump in the air. Like I'm sprinting, chasing after it, and this guy's behind me, and I jump in the air. I grab it, and as soon as it hits my hand, I'm turning, and notice as soon as I'm like halfway through the turn, someone else jumped to grab it too.
Oh shit!
Their shoulder made contact with my chest. I heard 2 popping sounds. I hit the ground and roll. The game stops. I'm trying to breathe, and I notice they're not gathered around me. They're gathered around him, and I was like, all right, let's see what's going on. I go over there. I dislocated the fucker's shoulder.
Oh.
He hit so hard it knocked his shoulder down.
Ouch.
It was fucking fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, props to you for that?
I guess.
I mean, you knocked...
I didn't laugh at him.
Now you can tell people that you dislocated a guy's shoulder one time.
I mean, I do it all the time, though. I mean, it's just...
I mean, I know it is a pastime.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
I want to talk about something else. We got off topic on the sports thing, but fuck, awkward situations, man. They're everywhere.
All right, so tell me your most embarrassing situation
besides
you pissing yourself in baseball.
My most embarrassing situation.
I want to know. I want to know what love is, and I want you to show me.
I don't think there's going to be any kind of love incorporated
It's
into
just
it.
hate
Most
fuck. It's all it is.
You know,
It's
man, I don't know.
consistency
Do
of
you
hate
have a
fucking.
moment in mind for you? Because I mean, I can't. Like, I've just told you a couple ones that I don't know if I've even ever shared with anyone.
I don't get embarrassed.
You don't get embarrassed.
I don't get embarrassed.
Well, I don't really get embarrassed anymore. Like when I was younger, though, I was like before high school, I was not the same person that I am today. Like I was an introvert. I was that kid that like sat on the bus and wouldn't fucking talk to anybody. I put my legs up against the seat in front of me and I'd curl into like the fetal position. I'd fucking read a book and shit. And like I would fucking not pay attention to anybody. You know what I fucking thought? I know that was a really good fucking. I didn't use any diction. I luck and fought. I didn't know what the term lesbian meant until I was like 16.
Well, I mean,
like every time I heard like people, and back the first time I ever heard it, the term, people said lesbo.
Now, noted, you're younger than me, so
Well,
I mean, I didn't hear about lesbian until I was like in high school, like way into high school, because we were like, everybody knew what people acting effeminate was. Yeah. We didn't know what
didn't relate.
We didn't know what a dyke was, like.
Yeah.
We didn't know that there was a such thing as a woman who would act like a man more than a man does.
I got you.
Like, hi, Brittany. Hi, Steve. Something like that. Oh, hi, Steve.
She's fucking great. If anybody knows what we're talking about there, go check her out again.
Also, on top of that, if you want to watch something even as funny, you should watch Brickleberry because there's a fat lesbian in it. And she talks like this.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen Brickleberry, but it's on my list.
It's fantastic. One of my favorite lines is she goes to the hot park ranger and goes, "Did you feel that? I think her period's just sinkled up." And I was like, what?
Whoa.
What just got said? Like, I can't unhear these words. But I think just something that most people would consider embarrassing. I did a show last year. I played the lead role or whatever, and during the pre-show we did a pre-show for people that wanted to come pay a little bit extra money for donations, yada yada bullshit. And the show is called Barnum, and during the second song, I split the back of my pants from like shin to ass.
Ooh, wow.
And I had to go to the rest of the show with ripped pants because for some reason, the company didn't want to buy a second pair like prior to.
So you had to do the whole show in ripped pants.
Yeah, with my neon red Valentine's Day boxers, silk boxers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
But the silver lining to that, apparently, every person who played that character in the past has ripped their pants at the show. And if the person who played the character didn't rip their pants, the show just fucking crashed. So I kept the tradition going.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was like, heartbreaking.
Holy moly.
I know. But it was embarrassing if it wasn't me. If someone else had done that, they would have freaked the fuck.
There's a lot of embarrassing shit that probably has happened to us that we don't even think like. Either we've repressed it so much that it doesn't bother us anymore,
or we just didn't give a shit.
Yeah, we just didn't give a shit. I'll tell you, this probably is on the list for. Excuse me, one moment. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I dropped my pen.
He dropped his pen. There's 3 other pens on the table.
I know, but I'm partial to this one.
I don't know why.
I don't know. I'm using it a lot.
I stole that pen.
You stole it?
That perks of being
You borrowed it.
No, I stole it. The fucker's never getting it back.
Oh, okay then.
I mean, he did die, so I kind of can't give it to him.
Oh, well, rest in peace, right?
Why? He was a dick.
Oh, well.
Listen, when I die, I don't want anybody to ever say, he was a good person. I want them to walk by my funeral and go, glad he's gone. Because that means they're going to remember me better. Instead of the good things they did. Yeah, they will.
The minute you're gone, they'll be like, fuck that guy. I'm never thinking about him again.
They're going to be teaching their kids shit. Like, kids, listen, you just don't pick on the mentally handicapped. Why? Well, there's a kid we knew that just picked on everybody, and he was a bad person. Who was he? I don't remember his name, but he was a dick.
So you want to be the guy that everybody wants to not be.
Yes.
God damn, dude. What's wrong with you?
Women love the dick.
I don't know. I guess I can't argue with that, man.
You can't.
So embarrassing stories.
Okay, yes.
All right, so I have one. Story. I don't know if I was. I can't remember if I was super embarrassed about this, but when I was young, I probably was about 5 or 6 at this point, so I don't remember shit. I was probably still pissing myself every other week, but so I'm we go to a Six Flags. You know what I'm talking about? Six Flags? No?
Is that even still a thing anymore?
Yeah, it is. Totally.
Yeah, I do remember Six Flags. I didn't know if they were. I haven't seen the old man dancing around.
That's not a thing anymore. I wish it was though.
The Cotton Eye Joe song.
Yeah. Which not a great song, but
catchy.
It worked for that. So we go to the Darien Lake location, which is near my hometown.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so and they have this big water park there. Also, what amusement park doesn't have a water park at this point? But it was cool. So we go to this water park, and they've got like this one section. It's like a pirate lagoon or something.
Generic.
It's very generic, but it's like everything's made out of like hemp rope and like wood and
your stereotypical pirate ship.
it's like a pirate ship, but it looked like a fucking wooden castle. It was fucking amazing. And they had those big fucking like they'd have buckets on top that would fill with water and then dump and shit. Well, there was this big gigantic one. I'm talking like a Donkey Kong sized barrel that it would fill up with water.
For those of you kids that don't know what Donkey Kong is, you're too young to listen to this.
Probably. I'm not kidding. That's actually very fucking true. But I rest my case on that. But so they had this gigantic one. I'm talking this thing probably was like between 200 and 300 gallons of water. So it's a lot. And then every minute or so this thing would dump fucking so all that water on you. So people would fucking gather together under this fucking thing and get fucking almost smashed into the ground from the force of the water that's coming down on them, right? So little me, I'm like, ooh, look at all the adults over there doing that. I wanna try it. So I get over there and I'm like the one tiny kid amongst like all of the adults, right? So already I feel kind of out of place. They're like, what's this kid doing here, right? Apparently they realized what I did not know what was happening or what was gonna happen.
Everybody's probably like, look at this little fuck, he's gonna faceplant.
Here he comes. It's gonna happen. I bet you if they had smartphones, they'd probably be fucking filming it. But, and that's very relevant to the story too. But the water starts to come down, and I see it coming down, and the water comes down, and mid waterfall, like the second the water hits me, my shorts go down. My fucking trunks were too loose, and that fucking water just shot my fucking shorts right off.
Pedophile's dream.
Maybe. I might have made some guy's day that day, but yeah. So the water is still coming down on me, and I know my pants are off. So for like that second that the water was on me, probably nobody saw my ass or anything. So that was I guess that's kind of my consolation from that story. You know what I'm saying? It's like, at least nobody saw my ass for like a second less than they did already.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I know. That's why I told the story. But yeah. So my pants went off, and I tried to get them on as quickly as I could. And that was it. And that was kind of embarrassing for me. Probably kind of anticlimactic ending, but
yeah, I was expecting something a whole lot
better than that.
Well, not better, just something that would make me go.
I mean, honestly, it was harsh for a 6-year-old to deal with. Like, oh my god, everybody saw my pee-pee.
Okay, first off,
yeah.
I'm so glad I wasn't the only person that called it a pee-pee.
Yeah, you know what my sister used to call a vagina?
What?
When she was little, she would call a vagina a woo-woo.
I still didn't know you had a sister.
Really? I got two sisters now. I got my older
Remember, we've been
sister.
friends for like 10 years almost.
Yeah.
I still didn't know you had a sister.
Oh, yeah. I have she's about to be 20, I think. Yeah, because I'm going to be 23. She's 3 years younger than me. So she's going to be 20. And I have a half-sister that is like
younger one.
Yeah,
younger
she's like
one
3 or 4 now. Something like that. They did IVF. That's kind of a cool thing.
Watch your mouth. There's kids listening.
I know. You guys don't know about that shit yet. You'll learn. Go to biology. Have them tell you about IVF. They'll know what you're talking about. You may not know what the fuck you're talking about, but that's okay.
They will, and that's all that matters.
Last bit I want to talk to you about. This might run a little long because I want to get to this. This is the main point that I want to get to. Bathroom etiquette. How do you feel about bathrooms? Public bathrooms in specific.
Okay. I hate public restrooms.
Me fucking too.
But not for like the stereotypical reasons. I mean, mine's pretty stereotypical, but it's different.
Okay.
I don't even like using your bathroom.
Okay.
And I'll explain. If I haven't cleaned it, there's no guarantee it's clean.
I got you.
Like I will go a whole day at work 8 hours, not piss once.
Does your job not have like the fucking like seat covers you can pull out?
Even then, I don't feel safe.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like I know I'm not gonna get herpes off my toilet.
Yeah. Good point. Very good point.
I could probably catch AIDS off the ones at work.
See, that's not like my issue. Isn't really that. Like, I could use a public restroom. It really doesn't bother me as long as we have those little covers. Like, I don't want to get somebody else's ass water on my fucking ass. You know, that would bother me.
Yeah, I could see that being a problem.
But so the thing that really bothers me more about bathrooms is fucking people that try to be social in bathrooms.
Why? They're the most fun.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like you're just fucking with me right now.
You've never been in a restroom. You're standing at the urinal. I'm not talking about the dude looking over me like, hey, how's it hanging? But like, you know, just you're in the bathroom and you're washing hands and you just make conversation because you're in a bathroom. It's already fucking awkward.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about like I'm not talking about the sink conversation. I'm talking about people trying to talk to you at the urinal.
Well, that's your own fault for not being able to have a sense of humor and direction in your life.
Well, why is it so bad that I don't like toilet talk? And you know what's weird? Like I get it. I do not. If somebody tries to talk to me, I'll give them a one-word answer, and that's enough for them to know. Okay, he doesn't want to talk to me right now.
I think it's because we were under the impression growing up that, you know, stranger danger in the bathroom. Someone's always trying to get you.
No, it's not even that. I don't like talking to people when I have my dick in my hand.
Why? It's the most fun.
Because the only person I want to talk to when I have my dick in my hand is Rose.
First off, why is your dick in your hand?
Because she doesn't have it in her hand yet.
That doesn't answer the question.
No, I answered your question.
No, it doesn't answer the question because if your dick's out, it has to be in her hand if she's around. If it's not, then I
Well, I know it's an obligation, but I really don't. She doesn't always follow the rules.
You. Well,
look at me.
Get her in line.
I sound like such a chauvinist right now.
Get that bitch in line.
She's got me in fucking line.
Pussy whip.
Yeah, dude, I can't fucking do bathroom conversation. Like I go into like public bathrooms and I hear dudes talking to each other. I'm like, what the?
Well, sometimes it's a distraction as well because people are like me that just don't want to be in the bathroom at all.
Yeah, and that's my thing. I don't want to be in the fucking bathroom with you, so don't fucking talk to me. That's my issue, right? It sounds pretty angry. I sound really angry.
We're flipping the roles again. You're getting aggressive on me. Calm down.
I'm passionate about this, man.
Aren't magicians supposed to be nice and calming and collective?
If we were all calming and collective, nobody would fucking remember us.
Yeah, they would.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, there have been some pretty chill magicians out there, man. But the thing about magicians is when you're like doing that kind of shit, a lot of it is off the cuff, unless you've got like super rehearsed. So you start to come up with like phrases and things to say to any situation. You know, do you get that?
Yeah.
It's like you go through life and then you start to hear things that people say and you're like, oh, I'm gonna use that.
Well, I think it's because I'm an actor.
Well, yeah,
everything's a stage for me.
You have a similar thing. Yeah, exactly. Everything's a fucking stage.
But I have no problem if somebody walks to the bathroom and they have a conversation while we're taking a piss. So what?
Really?
As long as their eyes are on mine and nowhere else, that's perfectly good for me. Now, if we're in a bathroom that there's no walls beside the urinal and I basically have to like rape a urinal, then no, I'm not gonna talk to you because I'm trying to make sure that my dick's not touching water.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah. I just can't do it, man. I just can't do it. I will not do it. So don't try to talk to me next time we're in a bathroom together, which I don't foresee that happening, but...
Well, you never know. I might have to hold your hand next time you take a shit.
Yeah. I've been constipated recently. I might need your...
I can tell. I've been worried about you.
I really might need your reassurance.
I'll just sit there and go, you got this. You got this.
I need you to hold me like Ryan Reynolds and tell me it's going to be okay.
I can't do it like Ryan Reynolds can, but I can do it like George Clooney.
Well, that sounds good enough.
It's not as good as Ryan Reynolds, but it's...
And we'll leave it off by letting the listeners imagine you holding them and telling them it's going to be okay. How's that sound?
Just picture some sappy music playing right now, okay? Just something like cheesy, generic, and just imagine...
Cheesy and generic? Like, okay, so like, fucking... Hey, I just met you.
No, not that kind of cheesy, generic. Jesus Christ. Just picture, it's okay.
What about the fucking...
Actually, if you're having a bad day right now and you're having this, like, it's a shit day, it's a shit week, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to turn your stereo up in about 5 seconds. And I just want you just to relax, and I want you to hear what I have to say. Ready? 5 seconds. It's going to be okay. You got this. Now turn your speakers back down, because I'm going to get loud. And grow a fucking pair. See, so it's just simple.
Well said.
I do it all the time. She has bad days, and I'm like, oh, you're so ugly when you cry. And she stops. It works every time. But then I'm like, now just grow up and act like an adult.
There you go. You're ugly when you cry.
You're ugly when you cry. And then if they keep crying, go, oh, ugly duckling.
Oh, shit. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
I told you in previous episodes. She's a settler. I reached.
Well, on that note, we're gonna close up shop, guys. Thanks for coming in.
I'm glad you got a chance to meet us and talk to us today, or listen to us.
Thanks for listening to Overcooked.
And as always, I'm the Muffin Man.
I'm the Magician.
And we hope you have yourself a very good day. Because guess what? It's going to be okay. It's going to be great.